And the retake will also set up the classic Viper look here on Lotus. MIBR inch forward towards his A side. Bang wants to shoulder pick. You might have seen something there. Paranoia comes out, but aspas was on the other side of it. Bang no connects a headshot, make it two. A beautiful opening here. And MIBR still trying to get into Tree. Zekken slaps him back. xenom's got no choice but to try and challenge this. But Zekken finds himself two as well.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't team flash three players. Yeah. Fast fight in. The teleport over top. Artzin just got off.
MIBR, this is their gun round. And artzin, when they go double duelist, it's definitely the entry player, right? He really wants to get things started up. But aspas has been the closer. The one there at the end of the round. The post plants, the clutch scenarios. Two duelists. Very different styles.
A beautiful entry from aspas, which is going to shut down all of that Sentinel utility that Zellsis was hoping to use for delay. xenom over on B just finds a timing, catches Bang, I believe, on the rotate there, and that's going to draw further attention from Sen, who at a disadvantage trying to go for this retake.
It's just never good to lose Zellsis so early in the round with all of this vice util that could have been made use of. Zekken looking for a timing there, but xenom he's going to tuck into that box and look for a wrap late here through C.
Oh, this was really good delay. Zekken has a lot of ground to cover if he wants to get with his teammates here to actually get back into this C site. Time has dwindled massively.
Okay, that aftershock at least is going to force Nozwa back over towards the water itself, but aspas is clean with it. Going to sit back down. Sentinels with only two players left to work with. So no money there on Bang. Need to have their wits about them now. I think they're going to give this one up. John's going to try and walk away, but they're going to be caught here over by Link. aspas waiting for them to run into the line of sight. Sentinel's ready for it, but it doesn't seem. Centenary of excellence here in Americas. Zekken comes forward. aspas is ready to fight for it. Narrating Bang, they're on the scene. The TP up to rubble for Bang is seen through, and xenom's able to pick him up. Three to work with still for the attackers, but that Viper wall has stifled them for now.
In the meantime, yeah, cortezia, he wanted to do something more proactive towards B, but can't push through that wall. Razorvine as well. Spotted by the Prowler now, wants to take
just the vibes. John here, of course, just shoulder peeking this line. There's no one here from stairs, though, because they're not really sure about where MIBR were going, and that's such a symptom of Lotus. Spread so thin out of the defenders.
These two MIBR players actually have significant utility for this 2 versus 2 as well. Narrate has his haunt, but they're going to have to deal with a fault line from Nozwa, a paranoia from xenom. Those are valuable pieces to convert this.
They want the tree player for the crossfire here, but there is no one there for MIBR. Nozwa playing under the rope. Haunt cleared out. Now they have a bit of info. They don't know about the second player over towards Pit here. Nozwa fancies a bit of an engagement here. Aftershock forces Zellsis away. Time getting a little bit short now. Dark cover plumes and Zellsis is there. Another one. And there is the Steel Garden. That's going to be tough for xenom here. Just the classic to go with. It's a big ask. Zellsis spots him out.
Round after the round had ended, it put MIBR on this weak buy on this C hit.
Great Razorvine. That's dirty stuff. Zellsis chokes them out. A regular Poison Ivy performance out here.
He might break the record. We're on base. He's looking sick right now.
Up to Nozwa and cortezia. And I don't know if there's much to say about this. Again, a Razorvine in a crucial location. Previously, it was in Tree that caught out two players. And one of the criticisms that leveraged of iBuyPower rewards for every ace. Follow at iBuyPower on socials. Use the hashtag #UnlockYourAce. Can we get back to this?
Oh my God, two spray transfer headshots as well. That is nasty work. He deserves to stand up after that one. That again with cortezia and aspas just inching forward. Narrate spotted out, but gets around the corner elsewhere. xenom finds that opening, wants to get in, but traded out.
The hard deny there from Zekken. aspas, though, is starting to inch forward a little bit on this B side, and now MIBR going to come in and join him. Narrate put in yet again a position where he has to shut down MIBR's ace player. Gets good damage, forces him back.
Look at cortezia on the map. He is in the walls. Zekken has absolutely no idea. A bit of patience here would result in 2 kills in the transfer.
Young Carlton bangs hits him with a flank of the lifetime. And now we get ourselves a neural theft. To light up the rest of Sen across the map. That C site covered with MIBR presence now.
Look at Narrate. He still has to check behind because of aspas' presence earlier in the round. All right, free spray kill, making it easy.
Shows himself with those traces. Narrate trying to see what he could get, and there it is. Narrate can be punishing on some of these corners as well. Okay, Rolling Thunder comes in though. Sees from Narrate as he tries to get out, but artzin was already so far forward, and Bang wasn't in a position to cover him. Oh, nicely done. Bang TP's away, but Zekken gets caught in the blast, and now it's sent down to 3. Spike still hasn't got to the site quite yet as Bang just walks out of that smoke into aspas' line of fire. But John and Zellsis The Mastermind and the Vibes Merchant combined. And Nozwa has to get the heck out. Doesn't even have access to his rifle.
They know he's
gonna have to
caught
bide
in
his
the corner.
time. He's got his weapon back now. Flashpoint, but that's gonna be unaffecting Sen. Another one, that's a pretty good one there. I'm gonna double check what I mentioned. They'll look to clear it anyway. Some spray down takes artzin pretty low. Narrate gets a ton of free value there, not that he knows yet. But he is going to be heard heading to upper A.
artzin, yeah, he heard those footsteps. Does he dare press forward? Aspas, great entry, and artzin, yeah, he's going into the back line.
Second already, artzin catches him out. Both MIBR duelists getting serious value already this round, and frankly, there's not a whole lot for Narrate to do right now. The pivot here to B is fascinating, but they get sniffed out here by Sen. Zellsis chomping the bit there for Link. Cortezia low after that exchange.
Spike is going to be planted 3 versus 5. Sentinels have a lot of cash. They can go for this.
Hang on. artzin is still low. Narrate here trying to pressure here from upper. Some of that util going his way, but in the meantime, the rest of Sen need to get active. Zellsis shows his gun barrel, but Cortezia falls. There's artzin though, beautifully. B main. Bang here will be clear of all of this util, so it's really just a fake though. Does draw the showstopper out of zekken. He's hoping for something for free, but no, it's headed over towards B. Zellsis with the stinger though is able to bring aspas down. He has been electric so far this map. And now amidst the smokes, he will await his next victim. And what's the plan now for MIBR, Wyatt?
Yeah, they are running low on time. And Nightfall as well, coming out at a really optimal mid-round timing from Merrick. It's a lot of info. Satchel in, there's danger for John. He just needs to live, keep the to get into heaven there and open up aspas. So they want to just play this fast. They have to try to get through the wall. Oh my lord!
Well, lobotomy's being handed out, hand over fist. Narrate though, but again, coming with the shutdown. These have been impactful kills for the youngster.
Again, cortezia on these lurks. Zellsis feeling the pressure of the Omen TP, but he reads it. I'm not sure if he heard that or not, but regardless, great punish.
I mean, he's been extra sensory this game. Nozwa, 1 health. A little bit of that regen shield to work with cortezia. We have a real deep thrust here from the 2 remaining MIBR players, but Zellsis is about to sniff it out. Nozwa's in trouble. Oh, really? Okay. Maybe could have waited on that a little bit longer. Steel Garden now active. Nozwa with 1 health and only a classic to work. God, it doesn't get any worse than that, surely. This will be MIBR exiting the half in pretty desperate shape. Narrate's going to see this and gets the job done. That's 3 for him. Instead of playing around that here very well. They've all been able to get over towards Baby Door and they might just flood onto the B site. Tempo is about to get ratcheted up and cortezia, the young gun, is going to be on standby. He pulls off the angle though and is happy to play for more of a retake, but zekken wants to take some space and a chunk of his flesh.
I love this push through from Sen. This is so proactive.
There's no way you're looking for zekken there. Aspas, okay. Come off second best in that exchange. Zekken actually falls. Some sharp shooting from Sentinel though keeps MIBR ahead of the curve here. Now, a double face from upper. Bang's ready for the first, but not the second. Narrate tries to step up in his absence, and he too falls. Nozwa has been sharp with it, and again, it is the man of the moment. Zellsis looking more like a raid boss this game. Opts to stand inside that. Knows he has a Razor Vine, and Nozwa very, very low. Some spam would have accounted. Guardian over towards Mound. Sees everyone cross. In fact, they're throwing the counter smoke Sentinels to try and get past a one-way. It doesn't come. Aspas gets out unscathed somehow, but that snakebite's going to force him to get moving. John is able to face set him down. Aspas already falling. Hang about. Cortezia drawn into the action as a reservist. Is able to find 2, but he's hit with the paranoia and has to fall back to the halls. This will give the site to Zen.
The HP for Sentinels pretty horrendous at this point. MIBR, you have to expect to close this out. It would take a miracle from Bang. The only player with a reasonable weapon has the Guardian. The nade should get 1. That Zellsis down. The spike isn't down.
Yeah, that stops the plant. Bang's going to have to try it again. artzin though is in a great wall back position. Bang out of nowhere, but going to be caught in the fault line here. Cortezia trying to draw a bead on him. Nozwa inside the smoke. John with the spam! Are you kidding me? C-site. Well, that's that rifle gone, folks. xenom keeping up on the site here. It looks like MIBR want to try and anchor amidst these dark covers. He recovers the Vandal. And he hears a lot of kerfuffle down on that lower level. There's zekken, pops himself up. xenom ready for it, but oh, he's been baited in. Masterful stuff. Nozwa has to try and salvage. He found 2 sharp shots. But artzin will have to be the savior.
Trying to walk in. Bang is On the angle.
Not
Great
bad.
first shot.
The Sheriffs are singing. artzin with a second. Now it's getting real. John obviously in a pretty decent spot to cover the defuse. Made some sound there as well. artzin can pick up a rifle and get going. Down to 61. John falls. artzin.
One-way smoke. Prowler spots him out. He knows Bang is in the corner.
Still no smoke made to thrown down to break his one way up. Okay. Sen just bully their way in, at least find a trade, and aspas is out of the game for now. No present over at A. No one sort of passively checking that either for Sentinels, so they're pretty committed to this. Trying to head over towards this C side, but it's a steel garden used by the attackers.
That is an ambitious TP from xenom. He got into the corner. 2 seconds, spot him. Oh my god, he finds the trade.
Ends up being a trade. Noswa now has access to his rifle again, but Narrate's found his third in the round, and artzin not really in the vicinity to intervene. And that frenetic exchange now has hopes of slowing the plant down.
Oh my god.
Nightfall, though, is going to confirm his location. And that's going to be a
Posted up C and doesn't get that first opportunity.
What? That's the operator down. That's the investment for MIBR. Thrown down again.
And it looks like Sentinels want to hit into B, where there are a bunch of kill trips, but there's no one to get the kills off the trips.
Set up here for Link, for xenom. cortezia, of course, away from home, and he's down. The trip's all cleared now. There's a camera left in their wake. But MIBR are in no position to really fight for this. They're going to go for it. Double face this. Zellsis finds one, and how fitting.
Offset having the stinger. MIBR try to fight even more forward.
There's that rolling thunder now. I think it might be to catch second, but he got artzin already. aspas gets in there, at least makes it a trade, but the ultimate's being used for that. A large amount of them. Sen have seen enough. They're happy to pull off the A side here, but they don't have advanced positioning, and cortezia is in a rat spot.
xenom is trying to play off and trying to serve as a distraction.
Oh, there it is. Evilly twirls his moustache, but it's Narrate again that's able to salvage things for Sen. Such crucial frags for this guy. 17 and 9, and now MIBR have to send and deliver. Noswa, quick to the punch, and Bang has gone down. Playing for Trina.
But for the opposition, MIBR come in handy to cut an angle off.
The veteran duo of aspas and Noswa for Narrate to deal with. Talk about cutting your teeth. How's the timing on this one? Noswa, oh, just a little jiggle. Narrate has to pull off that angle. 7 bullets left and work with this one. 3 for Narrate on the round. aspas, the one and only, the deified, now has to save this for MIBR, but Narrate is quiet about it. Unreal!
aspas dropped a cool 29 for 9 against Crew.
Light work for the young thug. aspas not being able to connect any shots, but eventually zekken alights on that low ground. It's a bit of a nasty trade for him, though, and the Nova Pulse will stun aspas for the time being. He won't be able to get back out to coast yet.
Sen are so weak. They're caught in the smoke. The spam through from cortezia for a second.
aspas low. Still wins it out, though. cortezia is just shooting, man. Zellsis in that 1v3. God, he had an incredible map, but he would have to ace again. Here in this pistol, I think he's deciding the order of the sight by smoking the map and then just fast hit it with that null command.
Definitely. I mean, they might have this ready for their first buy round, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Zellsis is on fire.
He's hearing all this.
Would be a crazy clutch to win, though.
No. Let's be somewhat reasonable. Wraps around, takes the shot, opts not to wait on it. Now, though, of course, it's pretty evident where he's going to be coming from, and there's a defuse happening. 2 warbs. It's going to get you most of the way there. cortezia backing over towards Link here. Cyber Cage to break up the side a little bit. There's 2 players inside the dark cover. 1 TP'd, 1 dashed, and zekken emerges. Takes down artzin, and once again, cortezia affected by that Nova Pulse. Hello! Here comes Sentinels. They don't even give you time to answer the door. They bust down through it.
That second wave of utility was beautiful. It was Zellsis with another high flash after the first.
And they've got 2 Bulldogs to work with. xenom gonna get swung on here. That's classy stuff, though. Zellsis and zekken come crumbling down, but xenom is now very low. aspas with that tailwind.
30 HP.
Surely they can collapse on this. Surely MIBR can land this plane. It's been a very maladroit landing for them so far. They're going to sneak out into post-plant positions. Okay, get out of this, unreal! aspas drops the outlaw. xenom with 4 health has to cross and try and defuse. This was all looking so good. Just like they drew it up, and now xenom's going to salvage this Guardian and walk away.
Yeah, xenom just didn't cross in that timing. Sen weren't even repositioned.
Use that null command. It's time to get your motor running. We'll see the grab ball thrown out, but they've waited out. Zellsis flashes, and in they go. xenom stunned out there. Oh, okay, just knocks Zellsis out of absolutely nowhere. Good start. Sen now milling around the A main, still want to keep that pressure going. Narrate has gotten in behind them. Oh, what a nasty little paranoia. Zekken's not quite there to capitalize on it, but aspas is essentially solo there. xenom for 2, hang about. Somehow he's been let off the chain.
In the midst of it, they were actually able to get the res as well.
Again, he was re-downed. Still no plant.
Didn't end up mattering, but they've got the man advantage, Sentinels. They just have to deal with Cortezia, who's in that dark cover. They want to post up in the side. Zekken watching the flank.
There's just so many smokes here.
Yeah, it's so oppressive to try and wade through.
Ooh, okay, Cortezia takes a headshot early. It's aspas in the 1 versus 3 to salvage the round. This is the buy for MIBR. And he's got 4 bullets left. If he gets double-faced, that's not going to be enough.
Maybe could kill Bang, get a reload.
He doesn't see this. He doesn't see the player on top, and Bang! Potentially, he finally has tripped mid. So he's a little bit less architecture to work around here. Zekken will catch onto it, but it's just an info trip. Nowhere to play off of that. Senna pretty much under MIBR's noses already, and they got another wave of these smokes. It's going to let them walk up on this site.
Yeah, pause from Sen as they want to wait for those cages to expire. Spike goes down.
Still no chance for aspas to make use of that operator. Now forced into a retake. Zekken got to hold his nerve here. aspas pops himself up and Zekken pulls out. He doesn't want a bar of it. aspas down to 4, man. This has not worked at all. This smoke-heavy cost. Slow start to the round for Sen, but they've got these smokes to cut these angles off. Noswa falls off the line, and aspas, beautifully done. Gets in and gets out. Clean as a whistle.
For a second there, we were about to witness the exact same thing that happened to Crew yesterday. Just slipped away with the 1, though.
Here's that null command, though, so it will allow Sen to get into the site. Nothing really that MIBR can say about it. They don't have anything really to stall with anyway. And now we fall back to those post-plant positions. Bang and Zellsis in the side itself. John down to 5, so he's playing right back towards coast. And here's that cosmic divide thrown up by Bang.
Excellent. This is going to be so tough for MIBR to get through. They want to pop flash. Here comes aspas.
In he goes. Bang does fall. aspas gets some knife purchase, and Zellsis is on his own. Pinged out by the rule theft. Still pretty classy with the right click. aspas is coming for him though, and he knows it. He doesn't care. Not too shabby.
Cortezia towards the upper right of the minimap now has to cover a more passive angle towards mid as the split onto A. He's trying to come in from Sen. They have a lot of util to deal with for the anchors.
Potentially he's got to stay alive here. Zekken. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge. Nope, not going to be good enough. The rate ends up going down to that Hunter's Fury in the end. xenom is so dependable as an anchor. It's up to Zellsis once more. I've really been looking to do that.
aspas has rotated over to the proper site. Null command pop. This is awful for the 10 hit, but the smoke drops.
And that's what happened to Zekken so many times yesterday on this map. This time he's able to flip the script. And 2 MIBR players fall before they can have a say.
This is so disconnected from MIBR. Zekken is watching the flank patiently. Can Cortezia win the duel? He can't. It's all on artzin.
And they've got to know there's a player sat here. This is such a common spot to hold for defenders, but we have a cancel briefly called here by Sen. They're going for the re-hit now. That second wave of util. Zekken, though, was felled instantly. Bang! Able to just collapse on artzin while he's stunned out, and now xenom has so much to do from here.
Now playing in a leaf-like position, gets the first. Can he get out? He's caught on the wall. That is a disaster.
But that's a second round where he's committed an operator into it. Zellsis coming forward now. Null command. Active for Zellsis. Cortezia doesn't quite have the line up there. Still no stick of the spike. There it is. Bang gets it down, and then a relatively unscathed Sen are just going to back off and play post-plant.
Yeah, opting to retreat for main. They still have a little bit of util to play with. There's a molly for Zellsis for some delay. johnqt just to make sure that no one's pushing too close. Gets a tag on Cortezia.
A little uncomfortable. That's going to slow things down further. Narrate does get pinged out by the 0 point. John looks like he's got some shot darts set up here. Zellsis sprays down through that cyber cage. Down to 2 are MIBR. They're running out of time, but Cortezia finds 3, twirling his moustache evilly. Got a chance here to salvage a round, but time is not on his side. Into the cyber cage, give it a tap, and hope for the best. He'll get another gun out of the game here, and Narrate has to hang around of the defenders over there. Camera ping, I think they're on the Zekken. This is going to force MIBR. Look, where are they safe on this site? Nowhere, really.
Only in this smoke. The shot, or the trips rather, weren't broken, but bang, what a swing.
Yeah, his open has been awesome. Walking up into that site, and again, it feels unlosable for Sentinels, this situation, where they've got a post plant with even more utility than they had earlier to work with. Bang has a star up still, and he can make use of this cosmic divide. Yeah, it's round 12. Pop off, King.
This is certainly going to a 9-3. Aspas just can't win this out with the AWP, with the Hunter's Fury on him.
It looks like he's playing Subway Surfers, up, down, left, right. Dodging everything, that's pretty clean. Again, this is an objective game, folks, and Aspas has 20 solitary points of health left. 19 more than he needs, in fairness. But it's a Sisyphean task for him.
This attack have to win, or will their defense just be better today?
MIBR only managed 4 rounds after going down 3-9 on Lotus, but a very different map. And a side that Sentinels showed some clear difficulty with yesterday. Nozwa was going to get the shock of a lifetime.
Oh, so is Cortezia. Both of them brought low.
Great damage. Damage alone does not win rounds. However, headshots definitely go a long way towards that. Aspas here is about to have to hold back the hordes of Hades.
He is all alone. He has to pop off in this situation.
Paranoia's going to whistle past him. It's going to be one by one stuff. And Aspas in a great position to cut them down. Eventually Sen get their act together. Double swing, johnqt going to walk over the kill. Cortezia flattened. Nozwa low. xenom not in a position to intervene, but the shock is good. Oh, it's perfect. That is...
Wanting to take this first engagement and the dash away dodges. The flash gets some damage in. Able to dash before, caught by the 0 point.
Zekken's in, suppressed, but is ready to throw down. Aspas, his first victim. Nebula gets him out, back to safety. They pull off the site.
That is exactly what he wants to do in that situation. He's just fighting for 1 and to get out. Plays it to perfection. Man advantage retake.
Artzin pinged a lot of damage on Nozwa just getting into this site in the first place.
Can Cortezia get this backstab through Vent though?
Xenom got up ropes somehow, but he's left the rest of MIBR out at sea. He's able to make use of the fact that he sneakily got into tower here. The Zekken's going to be hot on his heels, baby!
Main didn't catch anyone, and you can see him now rotating off, picking up mid. He gets the kill on Cortezia because of that info he got. And of course, a snappy shot with the form he's in. Can Zekken make magic happen, anchoring again?
He's holding for a shot here, hoping for a ping from somebody, doesn't get it. Does he just audaciously swing out? I'd be terrified. Zekken! Aspas catches it.
Big risk taken. Shut down for it. Nozwa, Hunter's Fury to deny the retake. Deny someone sticking the spike. He's retreated over towards main. Even as shock darts as well. We saw the value we got from those before.
Aspas on the verge of a massive milestone here in VCT Americas. That was ugly.
Guys.
Oh, he's brought down. Zellsis busts in there. And Narrate rappels down.
Last player standing.
And there it is. It's going to be up to Nozwa here. Ooh, buddy, this is a tall order. Zellsis already on the defuse, getting it to half. Nozwa gonna have that weapon dropped. No doubt. The map that's been great for them. A chance to just breeze into Bangkok and the finals here of Kickoff.
You are divided.
All right, MIBR now with the Cosmic Device. Zellsis confidently steps ahead of it. Artzin just walks into that one. Look at this. Sentinels are brimming with self-belief. Oh my goodness! Aspas sat down! And Bang's got 4 in the round. Give him another. Nozwa, no interest in fairy tales. For him, he's living the cold, hard reality of falling behind 5-12. And that's nothing to smile about.
20 HP remaining. Sen players posted up. There's even a flank coming from Zekken.
Strong wind to blow him over here. Zekken.
So Sen are coming in with a style that MIBR are just not used to. They don't have that experience.
And they only had overnight to study the VODs from this Abyss gameplay.
Yeah, of course you can say the same thing for the Sentinels team, right?
Well, there's been a lot of tape, honestly, for MIBR's Abyss.
I mean, MIBR, compared to other teams in this tournament, they played 5 games already. There's a lot to review for these guys. You know Kaplan has just been in the laboratory.
Yeah, another hidden disadvantage of having to run the lower bracket to get to this game.
It's been a gauntlet for them. 4 wins in a row up until this point.
Sen getting pretty active, swarming like a kicked anthill over on the B site. And there's your boy, John. Gets a bit of glory for himself. Push up there for Bang again. The confidence we saw in that previous round is carried over. Ends up being his undoing here, but here it is. Oh, man! Khajiit has buys if you have the coin. I've got the vibes for days.
Just aspas, the miracle worker left. 1 kill and he gets to that 2,000 in VCT.
Talk about bittersweet for aspas.
But
Kill that could
ultimately-
be inconsequential.
Just doesn't
There it is.
matter.
He's
Zellsis now rotated into halls, was in a more passive position, but wants to play with artzin, forced to get out, routed by the guided salvos.
completely clears halls. artzin going to play close to an anti-flash and whips himself around. Ends up being a 1-for-1, but Nosra has seen better days. He's low and cortezia is forced out by this Arcros. Again, this hip, new, cool comp from Sen made it hard for MIBR to have anything to say about that hit.
They are triple stacked up back halls, but MIBR don't have any utility piece to get them out of there.
Zellsis shows. Cortezia will be noted now as aspas goes down, still denied that 2,000th. And xenom really led the way for MIBR on a
They
very
have dimensional drift, some 90+% of them.
That is
getting the information into Link,
that is quite the stat wire.
and he has the gate crash to get back to the rest of his team.
Oh, we're doing this. artzin already goes down. Bang playing so patiently, waiting for the push-up. The Bucky is a little outranged here, but there's John once again finds a kill off the salvo.
And it's just all too easy when zekken can ping everybody out.
Sorry, this is a bonus with a Bucky and a Spectre. aspas, the human tornado, is on the hunt.
One down.
Gets the better of Bang and comes out. Maps like this where they are really tucked in and ready to throw down. He knows he has no choice. It's do or die. Might have had a timing, but the Prowler does sniff him out. It doesn't matter. xenom is electric. Beautiful transfer, and both heads will roll. Zellsis and zekken, though, putting it together.
They're not out of the woods just yet.
One
Low
more Z.
HP.
And MIBR will be asleep. Up on the side here, time is short. This is going to light them. zekken clears it in time. Cortezia now, the Arcros kept him at bay. Didn't buy enough time. Was it enough? It's going to be up to Zellsis yet again.
MIBR, this is must win.
Zellsis has to reload there. Takes so much damage. These are just taps on the spike. Zellsis.
Trying to make a lot of noise in art.
aspas doesn't expect the recall of the star as opposed to the full nebula placement. He's able to reposition though, albeit having taken a little bit of damage, and it might be a grab well. Nova Pulse actually catches him on that corner. There are players pinged out for aspas, and cortezia gets involved.
Drifting around where John is the Omen. Get in, but it doesn't matter. He goes down.
So clever. He knew that the stealth drone would have lit him up, so he just repositions and waits for the inevitable peak. zekken's been nullified in 2 consecutive rounds now.
Xenom from this position prior was able to shut down the Sentinels' advance, but not this time. Evened up 4 versus 4.
Bang's getting in the game now.
MIBR have rotated quickly, multiple players in secret to fight together and flank from cortezia.
Remember, there's no Astra util available to MIBR here. The Armageddon comes in. Oh my goodness! Ultimately ends up getting gunned down anyway, but pretty sure that Gravwell will have done him in. And artzin is bleeding out here. And aspas has to try and retake with an op here through Flower. Not a favorable scenario for MIBR.
artzin pop flashes out, but
And then what?
aspas isn't there. There's nothing to do off the back of it. Both flashes used, all for naught.
Remember, the economy here for MIBR, it's in tatters.
At this point, guys, you just have to save. Wasted
think
too much
so?
time, no util to get through. It's a wrap. Aspas
used.
that first engagement. All right, at least traded out for MIBR. Dare I say, this is their final chance in this half to get back into the game, where Sen will have firmly ran away with this on the attack side. Ultimate still in play for the Brazilian side, who are double stacked over towards Art.
No way main presence here for Sen, though. They are plentiful in this part of the map. That A-Link position. xenom does well, and he always has. But John eventually has his.
He is just good on the swings, playing off of Narrate's Prowler and then playing off of him for that trade when he goes down to get the man advantage secured by the IGL.
Retaking with a glass cannon operator. Noswa has to stop them here. It's hard to imagine aspas gets value, and there's no guns, there's no rifles for him to pick up within his vicinity.
Noswa has the Hunter's Fury. Does he try to rattle that off right now off the recon? No, he just doesn't feel like it's the right timing.
Bang heads upstairs briefly, and there's Noswa down. aspas, surely not. You can't go for this. Right?
He has to. This round is just too important. Can he find the first?
No armor, operator. And I feel the wind picking up. Unreal!
Engagement off the peak. No. Runs to safety with the Nebula to cover his tracks.
Got that util ready for Zekken. All right, Armageddon's going to force him into the site proper. Here's Zellsis taking artzin down. That, of course, was an L command. Zekken dodging these Hunter's Fury shots. Noswa hoping for much more off that, and a lot of ultimates already teased out of MIBR. Here's a lockdown. John does not have his salvo available right now.
Cortezia finally finds the timing, and there's only 20 seconds on the clock for Sen to get in, but the salvos are back.
And there it is. The lockdown ends up getting cleared effortlessly, but MIBR still have a presence inside the site here. Noswa getting forward, but we are in a post plant.
Look at aspas on the flank with the op.
Noswa spotted out, pinged as well. Cortezia going to play close to see if he can at least trade that. Zellsis spotted. Here's aspas getting involved now. Down to 2 and a second banger of a shot. Doesn't expect the third, though they never do. And there's Narrate and John stand tall. It's up to Cortezia. 9.5% perhaps.
Another
Here's a dimensional drift.
Dimensional drift. Can they make it 3 for 3 rounds 1 with this ult?
The Nova Pulse, I love it. Second emerges, but is sent packing out of the round.
Though now they're feeling the pressure. Could there be a lurk coming from mid? They're giving up the site. Still guarded. Ensures that they have to back off.
And this will allow Sen actually to populate that link area. There's a sheer wall behind him that could well catch Cortezia or slow him down at least.
Zellsis has this spike planted for both the main and art, where they're stacked up again. Sen love playing multiple players from this angle.
More liquid metal filaments that he can poke a stick hack on the site.
I mean, this cosmic divide. Hello, we just they've thrown the round off the back of that. They have
don't know how they're supposed to work
They have
this.
to get through it.
They've
It's on the wrong side.
Zellsis here might get busy. In fairness, it's a tap from aspas. Zellsis sprays and Cortezia capitalizes. Narrate though trades. Zenom is down. In the smoke is aspas. He finds yet another. We have a 2 versus 2. Noswa pushing forward, Bang's going to be holding his own, and now it's up to johnqt. Time short, health low, and here he comes with a shorty! That is...
Still yet to take a map off Sentinels in history. But it's an MIBR team that has never been this good. They have never made a run this deep. Can it continue? Or is Sen going to put the nail in the coffin?
It all starts with the pistol. And MIBR on this attack side have already gotten access to the A site. Bang though is tucked. Waiting for his opportunity to emerge. Unaffected by these shock darts that are coming in from Noswa, trying to soften up the defender's position.
This Sen team, they are ready to explode back in off of all the utility they've got coming through flowers right now.
Noswa spots them out, eventually goes low. Cortezia takes a hit, but he's still in fighting for artzin, just trying to spam, but through the masonry, so many shots are coming into the site, and still no plant as of yet. John delayed it. Good fragment, that's a catch on John, and all of a sudden artzin goes wild. Zellsis has definitely seen better days, but at 0 point won't see any defenders in the vicinity. We have a plant.
That was the perfect pause from MIBR. They got that utility wave off, but they didn't lose too many players.
Haunt is dealt with. Cortezia doesn't even have to flinch. Zellsis might have to play interference here for Narrates. A beautiful shot for the Killjoy player, who again may as well have been playing a blank agent this game.
Well, this is a great way to start the second half.
Wow.
The most experienced of anyone on MIBR.
Bang here. Cops. Oh, bang! Oh, that's a gun.
Telling for MIBR that they're trying to get into A.
They're pivoting back.
We have 20 seconds left. Okay, aspas, he needed that kill and he finds it.
Zekken was not ready for it. Completely caught off guard. Intricate rotations here for MIBR. And in the dying seconds of the round, they are going to have this plant.
It's dangerous to let the clock dwindle so low against Sentinels running the comp that they had. It's so easy for them to deny spike plants and defuses, right? So dangerous when you're at 10 seconds trying to stick it down on default, but a cool round nonetheless from MIBR.
And John and Zellsis want none of it. This is a little bit dangerous here with Zenom embedded on this A site to further strip weapons away from Sentinels, who have hoped to have made the right choice here with this save. artzin gets in there, John. Not ready, the timing! The line entirely. He'll repost here by Halls, but aspas knows exactly where to look, and he punishes the shoulder peek.
There's going to be a recon going back site that'll spot him out in the 0 point. Okay, dodges the recon by playing in the smoke.
Yeah, he gets his smokes up just in time, and now he can play inside of them. Oh, I love this from Bang. Getting in a connector. John in position. aspas had a chalk outline drawn of him. And here come the cavalry, folks. John eventually able to bring Noswa down. Aspas is low in that position. The plant seems like a bit of a stretch goal at this point. John in the corner, he's safe. Here come the salvos. Cortezia about to get churned into meat. Zekken's able to obviously get back here now. Oh, an early shot there would have been quite something. Now that the Cosmic Divide is going to make it pretty hard for him to operate. Razorvine's here in theory to buy a little bit of space. Zekken is able to fall back, but it's not a powerful position he finds himself in here. Still guarded for a retake though. Armageddon also up for John.
Right, so they have that steel garden to fire off close, take the gun away from Aspas, for instance, and then have the Armageddon for B-Long. This is the danger of the ultimate. So they actually just committed all to Halls, and the Hunter's Fury rings out from Noswa.
Okay, this off for Zellsis is crucial now. The long lineup B-Long. He needs to work that as much as possible. Sen had to reach, and there's Cortezia actually taking Zellsis down with a Nano Swarm. 3 up for Sen. Sees. Doesn't really bother Cortezia because he's swinging that light anyway. Nova Pulse, Gravwell. Kitchen Sink. It's all been deployed here, and now a firing squad faces MIBR. xenom with 50 points of health. Aspas knows he's critical in this scenario, and they find one each. It's all too much for Bang. The early posting has not worked out for him at all on this defense side, but how about that classy stuff?
What a tap.
Balls back to the pillar. Aspas though will challenge. And one is all Zekken is going to get this time.
Zellsis has had to retreat, forced to get out of there into Link. John wants to get some info with this stealth drone. It does get broken, so no one's suppressed. And Cortezia is on this flank. This time he could determine the winner of the round.
Here's the Nightfall. Cortezia emerges and Narrate is taken down. Still loses the ultimate. He does at least get that off. Zellsis is about to get pretty busy. That Nano Swarm would have made him dance. He clears it. But Noswa knows it takes 2 to tango. John can get a better weapon here. But has to cross! And Xenom is
clear. This timing, he hears the reload. He's going to go for it, but he whiffs. Okay, never mind.
Not going to get away with that one, though. Sheer audacity, at least, allows this to be a 4 versus 4. That Astra Util's going to be a little bit too slow on A, and I think Bang knows that he recalls one of them. Here comes a clone. Artzin here, ready for it, though. Firing squad faces him. It's a 1-for-1. Weapon, though, unrecoverable right now. Center's trying to get forward, and Zekken would love the upgrade. He does get across, flashed out as he was. But Noswa is... He opts for the discreet route. And here's a lockdown. Once again, outside of the timing of John. He won't be able to clear this with ease. They actually just have to give up the side entirely.
Yeah, they're forced out. Look at the rotate right now. All of Sentinels.
They've sold it. They could sell ice to an Inuit.
MIBR have gotten away with it. They're delayed by this wall, though.
It's 7 seconds. That's not a small amount of time.
Sen, they are here. Are they going to try to flood back in? John's utility is cycled. He has the missiles to try and stop this plant. Do they hit the gas? Do they accelerate right now?
This is by no means guaranteed here for MIBR. It's about to get dicey. Cortezia inside the smoke flash. Oh, was clone the whole time. Here comes the Teho Util over in the Hall's direction. A recon to light the site, but nobody from Sen has actually committed quite yet. They've got to go for it soon, though. Tucked in the corner is Cortezia. Aspas with his crossfire. Here they come. johnqt not able to check to the Hall's direction. Bang gonna make it a 1-for-1. He gets in there. xenom though strikes with the op. And it's up to the operator player. xenom can be in this post-plant position. Then it's all on Zekken to save the day. Gravwell comes out. xenom to get the team to 12. Oh, this Astra Util!
You are divided.
And here is a Cosmic Divide off MIBR. It's gonna get them into B. Zellsis might be critical here.
He doesn't get caught by the 0 point, so they must know to check this.
The seconds tick away as Zellsis knows this has to be his moment. There goes the spike, it's loose. Some of that Util not coming out. Oh, the Steel Garden as well. Still going to be caught out by Noswa. Hunter's Fury finds its mark, but the spike is deep in enemy territory.
Yeah, that arc rose from Zellsis, fully blinding up artzin on the swing.
MIBR end up just rushing hard into this site that is typically canvassed with Vice Util. Nowhere to shut it down either.
Concealment.
Now it is a full rescue mission for the spike.
And you slowly have Zekken on the flank. That trip not active.
There's so much stall Util in this Sentinel comp. And yeah, there goes Noswa!
Because there's been that heavy MIBR pressure towards a main. Oh, this timing.
Ships in the night. Zekken, is he on this line adequately? He can't get away. A mortal blow already struck to Sen, who are digging their claws in. John here trying to keep it locked down, but Narrate is caught. Artzin strides out onto the site. Brimming with braggadocio.
Still for John, if he can get one here, he could get the Armageddon active to drag Sen into overtime. He has to find a kill.
Bought a little bit of time, John has, and now the Cosmic Divide comes down. This surely furrows the brow of MIBR. They're down to two. It's Nozwa and xenom. Bangs has found aspas out of God knows where. And now they need to challenge this wall into what looks like a crossfire. Everything hangs on this moment here for Sen if they want to stay in this map. Nozwa, unsure where to set himself up. Their wall's about to come down, but the nebula will obscure his vision.
And they have to deal with Shadow Stars still late right now trying to defuse. Recon for Nozwa too.
It's got to be tough. They still haven't really got a touch in their xenom. Okay, the Astra's down. The Stars now no longer an issue. Nozwa has to step up and do it himself. Zellsis halves it. And the rest.
He's
John
around the
keeps him
corner.
busy. John shuts him down. Okay, Artzin.
They are
just eats it.
certain.
They don't know he's going to be there. They're not ready for it. Surely. 1 for 1. Narrate walks away. Barely. And on the side, Nozwa now is going to get some attention. He's forced back. Special delivery. Stops short. Zekken was really hoping that the clone would have drawn Nozwa out. But he's too canny for that. Gate crash used, he gets across now, Nozwa. The net's starting to close, he's down to 2, but xenom still in A main. Eventually gets the better of the low health Narrate. 2 versus 4. Long odds for Sen City. And Nozwa with a shock around the corner. Nova Pulse, Zellsis has to try and keep him alive. At least the plant's here and Nozwa falls.
Okay, he's getting ahead of himself. He could have been a bit more patient. Maybe that's the opening Sen need.
There it is.
A lot of the map here. When this hit comes in, do Zellsis and Zekken opt to fight? Here come the players from Link from MIBR as well. Recon in.
All right, that fragment clearly not bothering Zellsis. That's one. Getting amongst the smokes here. Goes a little bit low, shorty out, and Noz was able to dig him from that position. Aspas onto the site now. Looking dangerous. It's only Zekken that's over by Halls, and he finds his one. And it means everything. Shit, I'm not really sure where to shoot right now. Bang's able to get involved, and it's just down to the young gun. 23 and 13. He's been fire.
10 seconds left.
He's got the spike too. But this is a tall order. Bang and Zekken are circling. The taste of blood in the water, and no time left to get the plant. A chokehold to the map. Okay, play off the drone, ignored. Aspas can't quite find the shot. The idea was there, but there's no backup for cortezia.
At least gets that trade. That was crucial from Aspas.
Tejo Util tries to lock him in, but he again walks over it. So Zekken for cortezia traded.
And in the meantime, xenom, he's towards A main again. He is feeling the pressure from both sides.
What's this Link setup going to look like? xenom might actually look to push this. Bang, head first! Into the breach he goes! Another 1 for 1, but Aspas saw John coming from A main. Operator ready to work. Tailwind to put him back in a safer spot towards dugout.
That's a great reposition from Aspas. He can wait for his teammates. Oh my god, shot so close to Zellsis.
Gives his spot away though. Sen know he's there, but it's a player advantage now for MIBR, and there's someone on the ramp.
Yeah, artzin is flanking through Art. He's going to get triggered by the wall though when he goes through.
Bang, almost ready for it. Aspas making noise, and the Archeros will keep him honest there. Jump peeking. And there's Artzin, gotta win that one, and he does. It's up to Zellsis, and he's going hunting. He's gonna take this into his own hands. Aspas misses the shot. Steel gun active. Shorty goes to war. Aspas shuts him down. You better get up early.
Initially that one. They got up for cortezia. That's a headshot at that.
Yeah, that's a tough one to lose.
Look at Zellsis, the reaction to that.
Sheer wall does get tripped. Some A main presence here, but no real commitment just yet. Zekken is waiting though, he hears this. The Seas comes in, Zekken takes his powder flash and backs out. Stops the plant at least. Flash out of the smoke, here comes Zekken, and he's angry! Aspas and Noz are the last two to work with, but the spike is virtually in the next postcode. Somehow Sen have put themselves in a position again to reset this overtime. Noz though has a word. Zellsis maybe overcooks just a little.
Yeah, that was a good re-swing from Noz, where they have 30 seconds to play with, but the repositioning from Zekken should seal this round up for Sen. Keep OT going. These crossfires are great.
And obviously no reason to save. You may as well go for it. There's the clone. Aspas knows better. Salvo splits Aspas and Nozwa up. A chance for them, though, to reconvene here. 13 seconds. Cloud burst. Spike recovered. Aspas spammed down through with it. Zekken for 4. Nozwa on his spot. Didn't work out for Zellsis, rather Zekken on the other side. Aspas has a way about him.
Sen there taking all of this space while the Nebula is up. Get close, get ready to explode onto this site with all of your utility.
They forced him out and he still takes the shot. Zekken is down. Aspas very low, but Noswa is going to be here to support him. One by one, Sen step up. One by one, they're knocked down. It's on Zellsis again in the 1 versus 3. Aspas low enough to be spammed down here. The Arc Rose connects. Just to string 2 together. Zekken. That's uncharacteristic from him.
That's a great way to start. They have a main control as well. Do they want to just get into the site? Sen are trying to rotate quickly. You can see 3 of their players here. They're ready to anchor this.
Aspas quick about it. Some time board here, though, with that salvo.
Oh, that was dangerous for Bang. Aspas had the angle, but whiffed the shot.
Yeah, but now I think he knows Aspas is up in that box, so won't chance it again, surely. Both players exchange shots, some wallbang damage traded.
And now could definitely expect that MIBR that will want to slow this down, cut noise in the mid-round, try and get one of these Sen players at least to go back towards B. But Zellsis having the wall in link that trip is giving some great passive info to the rest of the team.
John Salvo's back in about 10 seconds here.
Even at that, look at John. He has to pick up the sewer angle because someone from MIBR could be flanking there, but they are all ready to get into the site together.
John can still stop this with his Teo util. The 0 point didn't connect on him, and frankly, MIBR are taking their sweet time. There it is. MIBR know it's coming, and now they're going to be ready to go for what has to be a real plant. They've got to go for it. Sees, catches no one. Noswa steps up, gives it a tap, and Bang, trying to stay safe while getting some spray here. More Astra util. Noswa, though, is able to... No, he doesn't stick it. Okay, there still needs to be a plant here at some point. Zellsis now activates, spraying it down. Where's the plant coming from? It's artzin. Taps it again, but it's cortezia falling. How have they done it again? Now starting to tentatively work their way towards Art. And they've just seen the alarm bot. Yeah, be killed off as cortezia gets away from the action, but he does so in order to find a kill. Aspas, he's always good for one.
It's insane that he even gets one there.
Sen have struggled so much to get themselves to advantage point.
Artzin is still retaining this A main control. The retake is going to come in from so many different angles.
Oh, with John going down there, this is dangerous. 3 different angles a retake could emerge from. Sen have to have eyes in the back of their head. 8 arms. And a 6 sets for the game. It's just too much to ask from Bang. He's surrounded. Perfect collapse. And Zekken has to do it all now. xenom replaces the star. That's a shot on the diffuser. xenom low. Zekken so close. Tries to ride the lightning.
Oh my God.
Has to hit onto Zellsis if they're going that way.
One suppressed.
Well, they spot out the KJ. That's not the greatest info imaginable, as artzin is throwing the 0 point towards A, which is showing, you know, some more significant presence to Sentinels as to where they want to rotate.
Oh, the Vice Utilo's moved though. The shock dart doesn't pick it up, and that can now be deployed. Yes, this buys a bunch of time for Sentinels. Zellsis looking healthy and up now, and there's John comes in after the clone. MIBR down to 3. John found 3 in the round, and he's not done yet. After Noswa and xenom once more.
He's gotten the Armageddon from all these kills.
There's just no time left, and this surely has to seal it with Noswa falling. xenom has to pull a proverbial white rabbit from the hat. Frustration force you into a mistake. Okay, there goes the clone. This is chaos here. artzin, which is just hanging out in the open. Oh, xenom is an easy pickup for Narrate as well, and cortezia now is going to feel the pressure. Forced back by the Prowler. A side of the map completely covered by Sen.
And that might just be the moment you're describing. artzin just trying to do too much, wanting to fight too aggressively, and it's put his team at a 3-5 disadvantage. Sen should be able to trade this out and win. One more kill for John. Armageddon again, by the way, in an OT round.
Aspas has stepped up here. Gonna swing for the fences. Zekken parked out of the mix. Still 4 for Sen to work with, and John is very quickly getting back into this game. My goodness, he's been instrumental. Armageddon, anybody? Nos was able to dodge around it though. Sen need to cool it off. Still a player advantage. Aspas having a retake with an op at low health, and now Noswa will be interrupted. Here's where the post-plant util becomes too oppressive to play into. Time is short. Aspas waiting, such patience in a moment like this. He's got to go for the defuse right about now. Tailwind gets a 3rd. On for 4, but Zellsis won't. This round for xenom. Zellsis shows, but gets away to safety. Zekken has held his ground, but he falls. Oh, that's a tough one. The dynamic duelist out of the picture here for Sentinels. And now MIBR have a chance to start to close the net and take us to a 35th round of Pearl. Zellsis a little fortunate there. Wind blows in the right direction.
Oh, wow. That's so intelligent from Bang with the recall smoke so he can path for the rotate.
Yeah,
But Xenom aware, he's gotten all of this space.
It's called a rotate.
All of MIBR on the way.
Cortezia is in a position to hear all of this. The pitter-patter little feet.
Oh, does he go for this? This timing window is insane.
It's unreal. He's going to get one at least. Surely no! Fate smiles on Sentinels, but Xenom's able to find Zellsis as he attempts to get to the B site.
Turns off that utility that was in the site as well. 4 versus 3. Can this be their first attack round? They still need to get into the site. And Eric gets one. The time is so low.
No plant yet. Running out of time at MIBR, but they do get the stick. It's now or never. Sentinels trying to book their ticket to Masters Bangkok. And MIBR digging their heels in with their last ditch to take us to more overtime. Aspas will wait. Here's artzin holding his ground, and
He's
they've
going
done
to
it!
push Aspas back. Again, here's that play we've seen multiple times. Double initiator drone, either side of mid. Push zekken into the link. He's got a gate crash out to get back towards A main as well.
They know they're not going to get wrapped on here in art. They can go for this push now. So Aspas, yeah, got marked there for a moment. Xenom sees the clone go past, and we're calling it audible to head over towards B. Zellsis will be the first there, but there's still all this KJ util. It has to be cleared.
cortezia is going to have to at least get one in this situation.
Young Carlton Banks has to be the one to stand up under scrutiny here. Here's second pass. It's Aspas though that opens up the account. And Cortezia's got no reason to pick. What? Zekken's not ready. He swings on him. John has to go big.
Spike down.
But Bang in dismay sees the house of cards come crumble. They're able to get a player down art. That's going to be checked though. I think John re-clears that with a stealth drone, and there's also going to be a prowler that threatens to confirm the position of Cortezia, but he's stuck here. He's going to go for water. Zellsis throws the one about to get busy. Razorvine disregarded. Enemies ignored. Smoke pushed into. And that's Xenom that picks him up. Here's Cortezia now. He's a big problem. A thorn in the side.
Oh,
but
no,
this
no, no,
util,
no, no.
get him out of there!
Just barely half of his HP ripped away. Finally, the site anchors dealt with for MIBR. They've gotten the util out of Zellsis. They finally get the spike down.
MIBR are on the precipice here of staying alive in this series. Cortezia strikes back with a vengeance. Narrate somehow that second bullet through the masonry. Don't ask me how it hit. And Aspas is low. Sen have to get onto this side proper though.
Oh my god, Aspas is trying to rotate. Does he have God knows where right
Cortezia's
now.
alone. Aspas, what are you doing? You're too late. It's all gone wrong for MIBR.
Clear this could be
Bang's got back
their
up for days.
undoing.
Back up for days, Wyatt. johnqt, the shot goes wide. And artzin is able to get there.
Xenom just needs to run. Just get out. You've got the advantage. Play for the retake now, MIBR.
Second thought to check the smoke. Nobody was in there. Xenom was out of dodge entirely, and Narrate gets given a stay of execution.
He's gotta get that.
He comes back for a second bite of the apple. Cortezia will punish him. 2 up for Sentinels, just 2. An ill-fated attack round now has to be carried by zekken and Zellsis.
Last player standing.
And there it is, zekken not able to
Crucial.
get it.
And Zellsis is going to be swarmed. There's just MIBR on the map right now, looking like the mini-map in my ranked games, bro. They're everywhere. There's no one is playing together. And Noswor's just trying to get into A.
I mean, how much is your
There's
mental
30
bandwidth
seconds
taxed?
left.
30
The
seconds.
spike, by the way, is still in Wichita, Kansas. Okay, here it comes. Making its way across country. Haunt, though, does get a ping. Noswa delayed here from this plant.
The time is so low, and you're trying to plant against this comp. Good luck.
There's got to be a gap, though, in this util at some point. Cortezia gets Narrate. There's no stop on the spike plant. MIBR have a real chance of this. In what was a 3v5, they're down to 2 now.
And cortezia is just so low on HP. It's going to be in the hands of Nos. We're playing from art.
All right, shot missed there for Zellsis. He gets off the line. Noswa
That
peers
was
in.
a timing that he should have hit.
Cortezia, there's going to be a defuse at some point. And eventually, the numbers now start to drop away. 27 points of health and a dream for
And
Cortezia.
a bullet, a single bullet.
And they'll block the shots as long as they have to.
Shorty's not going to get the job done at that distance.
A kill that means nothing there for Cortezia at the end of the way. Zekken was pushed back by the alarm bot, so he's going to get through now. Aspas, surely ready for this. Okay. Prowler just took a giant bite out of crime, but Xenom's got
what an
the dirtiest of
angle.
angles. Sees Zekken coming. MIBR with the player advantage, but we're in a post-plant world now. Aspas low to the Razorvine, down to 50. Zellsis setting up more of this architecture now. How do MIBR get through all this util? First Razorvine.
The Razorvine is so good for delay. John still has that concuss, and crucially, he has the guided salvos for more delay. And Bang is alive. There's stars on the spike. Guys, we gotta move. We gotta tap it. We have to get this util out.
And they can't lose anyone to these salvos. MIBR get off of it. Nos was down though. Aspas, shorty in the smoke. Got a mustard in the kitchen with a candlestick. It's John who finds Aspas. 2 left for Sentinels, and they're gonna push through. It's all
But they're finding the
on
kills.
John.
Dumb as hell to say at this point. We've seen everything they've got. The strat book, it's absolutely been taxed. It's
We're on the
empty.
bleeding edge of Valorant. Okay, that util doesn't really shake Zekken at all. Zellsis tucked as per usual. This has got to be a spot you check. Aspas gets across the side and John just gets ripped a new one.
He's determined to win.
And they're so close. Wyatt, they're so close. Narrate though with something to say. Zekken's found one and we're down to a 3-piece each. But there's artzin. Crucially, Zekken gets another. Spike. No plan of that yet, and xenom, he is on in. It's on.
It's fine. More frustrating for Sen than MIBR, I'll tell you that. That was an exhausting map for them.
Yep, tough to lose.
Every time on defense here with the double duelist artzin and aspas, they always pick up the double sheriff. They've got that right now, and they want a triple swing, MIBR. Face towards A main.
They're going to overload ramp here. This is a split Sen comp right now. They don't have everyone quite together, and John gets some damage on Noswa.
And now they don't have that utility for when the spike is going to be attempted to be defused by MIBR. No missiles.
But Noswa is the only player that can't be healed up in this team.
Okay, well, they hear the narrate is on the run.
Okay, can still aftershock this, maybe start to force MIBR out into the field. Noswa goes first. He's the one that was lowest. Bang here into the poison cloud. Snaps on artzin. Stick together now, playing 1s and 2s as Zekken trends to the right. Noswa now out of the picture. Aspas in with the sheriff, and he takes a commanding lead in this situation. xenom though out in the open, has to try and defuse from there. Listen to the pings, there's no time left. And Sentinels able to lock it down. Where are we headed?
Gatecrash is going up ramp. He actually just immediately teleports into it.
He's trying to go fast here. Get as much out of his drift as he can. Try and canvas this map.
He's a bit body block.
He's a proper cartographer.
Now
Trying to see it all.
He pops out. Oh, and he gets his. At least it's traded by Nos. We're fast.
Info though is good. Look at Sen scaling in behind this dimensional drift. Noswa is about to be pressured down, and the paranoia renders him sightless. He literally never sees what hits him. It's aftershock here from xenom. He's just outside of it. So far, John and Narrate are taking their sweet time. xenom is someone you have to respect in this situation. You need to expend util potentially to win this
They don't
fight.
have any util to get onto xenom.
Well,
It's
that's a
just
bad one.
bundles.
That's a problem. Narrate those ever swing it. Here's his buy route for MIBR that's about to go up in a cloud of smoke. Unless Aspas has something to say.
We saw him get a 1v2 clutch with the operator. This 1v3, though, feels impossible with the positioning that Sen have right now on the map.
Would be a notch above for sure. And Aspas tries, and Zellsis is
Considered Pearl OT. This is the 40th round he's had a glass cannon off on D.
Okay, artzin with an audacious peek there.
The man is taking so many first engagements. artzin has not slowed down at all. Pearl nor split.
I mean, his evolution as a player from his attempt at duelist at the start of last year has been palpable. He's the genuine article, folks.
MIBR would not be MIBR without him. He's doing so much for this team.
All right, so some control of heaven here for Sen, enough at least to get them into drop. Aspas playing to receive a contact pick up mid. Not necessarily from drop, though, so he's going to reposition and hedge his bets a little more. Good spot to be in right now. Timing doesn't work against him.
And he doesn't need to fully give this up either. Cortezia fighting in heaven is traded out, but does at least net one to maintain man advantage for MIBR as aspas rotates to a more passive position. They're giving up a lot of the map, but they feel content with that, given their advantage.
MIBR satisfied here with splitting the map 2 and 2. It's going to take some contortionism for Sentinels to emerge successful from a round like this, and Narrate may have just caught onto that Astra. Fault line follow-up. It's good. Aspas up against it. Narrate knows there's a player on the off angle, so we'll have to settle for a bit of damage here on the jet. Oh, that's dangerous! You've got to respect this man. Aspas felt he was covered by xenom. And I get it, but it all falls flat. artzin finds a good timing though, and it is up 2 once again.
Able to get the heal as well. This reposition from John is cheeky. He dodges the flash.
Not spotted out. No ping sound. Oh, it's perfect! It could have been anyway. artzin on the way.
Util at the moment. He's just hard holding the angle. Has a rotation from his teammate and really needs to get out of the way of the fault line.
Oh, they know Nozwa has to be there. It's a process of elimination. It's simple at this point.
Oh, the stun is just perfect.
And just as the SS MIBR submarine comes up for air, they get that one around and they'll be sent back down to the economic doldrums.
It's as you said at the top of the game, the positions like that on defense for MIBR, trying to hold in. Are they going to take? No, I don't think an opener.
Oh, this is a bit awkward now. Flash, that's deadly for aspas. He has to get out. He's been allowed to escape, but the Rolling Thunder has cleared this A side. Armageddon also committed to the same effect.
MIBR, oh, Nozwa finds a kill as well. He has Secrets to get back into this. They've got a showstopper for artzin to double satchel in.
This is
really
awkward.
open the site up.
Johnny's out on the site, and Heaven is not under the control of Sentinels. MIBR have fought back into it. And this Viper Wall means that they've got to get aggressive at some point to save John, but aspas is able to ring that operator out. Here's the showstopper. Artzin goes to clear. No more Sentinels presence left on the A side of cortezia.
Not gonna hang on to history. Center trying to go quickly again. Aspas, immediate punish from the flash. He just is not being offered these angles he wants to hold.
He thinks because he wasn't seen the previous round, he can go for it again. That doesn't work out. Sen have read aspas multiple times on this map. They're shutting down MIBR's star player.
These heavy executes are just so potent with the initiators that they've got. Can Zellsis win that out? No, it's artzin, but an instant trade from zekken.
Narrates there as well as a redundancy if needed. Still Heaven control for MIBR. That elbow though, occupied by two Sen players, and there's a player there at drop. This is a tough nut to crack for MIBR. And there's zekken finding three. Oh, you better give him the ace now, come on. 4 kills for zekken.
Man who is no stranger to finding aces on split. If he gets it, that'll get him another ult as well, by the way.
xenom.
Sentinels might not even towards screens, and now Sentinels, they're pivoting. Dimensional drift again. Has won so many rounds, countless rounds for Sen. All of the information gained. They're winning, trying to just get right in this B site.
He is deeper than the Marianas Trench in this backline of MIBR. Here we go, straight onto the B site, swarming over it. However, cortezia able to hold his ground, but is it enough? Awkward for Zellsis there. A lot of smoke play in that B Heaven position. It's an even game in the post plant.
Trailblazer is getting a lot of close information. Bang, able to destroy it.
John
not without being spotted out on default there.
John had to B main. Great timing there from zekken. John's now going to get involved. He's satisfied that there's nobody coming from behind. Aspas forced away, stunned out by the special delivery. Teo Util getting value. Still a 2 versus 2 though when John reveals the weapon he's holding. He needs a swing here from zekken, but the Cloudburst breaks it up beautifully. Clever from aspas. Now it's up to Nozwa.
MIBR are on attack. 2 rounds will not be enough. They need to find something here.
I mean,
their hope is to just stack this site with even more players. 3 entrenched on A.
Aspas is on the blade storm. artzin has no armor. And he's hit by some of that util. Oh no! Oh man, that is brutal stuff. What an odd snakebite location. Aspas though.
Oh, even traded out on that. Everything is just perfect for Sen.
How about this? Flash for Nozwa. He sees Narrate coming, and Sen might consider pulling out of this no Armageddon. They're going to commit to this A side, and Nozwa's all about it. It's up to xenom. Sees John go across. Spike goes loose. zekken steps up. Can he save it? Again, no! Off the rip, it's a heavy A presence here for the predominantly Brazilian squad. I think Zellsis sees a little bit of that, and zekken is not quite ready for this. Aspas, though, is brought down. It will be the rest of MIBR slowed right on up. They're stuck behind this fight for util. The rate, though, is right there with a right click. And a cheeky grin for him as he's cut MIBR down to 2.
Narrate's positioning on this map, attack and defense now so far, has just been sublime. He is in all of the right locations all the time. The way he presses forward there and alleviates the pressure that was on Zellsis by getting up close, talking hell.
cortezia, thinking of a different type of tucking hell at the moment. He's in a 1v4. MIBR really, desperately needed to start this half with a pistol round win. Looking down the barrel of a Sen that are eyeing off that master spot.
This is a cortezia who said in an interview the other day that making it to Bangkok and not repaying that favor whatsoever here. It's a fast MIBR in. They forced into this with stingers. Narrate shuts down the first. Aspas removed.
He's feeling himself. zekken with the classic cleans up. And it's a grim tale told by the minimap here for MIBR. xenom again, the one to stand up. And the going gets tough. But there's a long climb still from here. Spike would be headed in the B direction potentially, but MIBR have no information about the rest of the map. The fog of war is thick.
They could try to pivot to B if they want. The stealth drone does get the info on Noswar, and off that they say, yeah, let's get G2. We haven't spoke about it much, but at this point as well, you know, going back to what you said about aspas, the champions' points matter a lot right now as well. These early wins and losses.
Yeah, it gives you a huge leg up, lets you falter, stumble later in the year potentially. I mean, God, Sentinels did so much with that Madrid win.
Great timing from Noswar, tucks away.
Here come more. Clone out first though, xenom as well. Decent angle for this. Hang about, folks. A glimmer of life still here for MIBR. A scent of hope. But it's on the veteran Noswar.
Enemy remaining.
It's John down, narrate with it all to do, and with very little time to do it.
Such little time. He's trying to wrap around Noswar. The movement! He can't be allowed.
Cage free, of
Shots
course.
from xenom as well. That swing with the sheriff. Outrageous.
Yeah.
I'd run one.
Nice try, though.
I'd be at the MIBR.
Okay. Obviously not much to buy in here for Sentinels. Narrator was
A
having
lot of info for a proactive Zellsis as a slowing. Orange
on.
over to the A side. The Bucky.
Is that the person you want to give a rifle to? Thanks for coming. All quiet for now, though, as MIBR trending over, but Zellsis is hot on their heels. aspas, though, has a 6th sensor in. Oh! And still Zellsis wins it out, and now he contains them. This is by no means a sure thing for MIBR. They've been cut down to 2.
All of that good work from the previous round is just going up in smoke.
The scaffolding, the foundations laid by MIBR are showing some cracks. The earthquake that is Sen, rattling them to the core. They've got a Bulldog and a Vandal to work with here. And in the dying seconds of the round, they're headed over to B, but someone's going to be waiting. John hears it. Hears him cross.
He only has a classic though, so he's not going to get active. Just waiting for his teammates on the rotate. Noswar in another 2v4. Can he do it again?
But he can convey the post-plant positions based on what he hears to the rest of his team.
MIBR have set up a crossfire here. Is that enough to win this out?
They've got better weapons. artzin probably just wants to take raw fights here if he can. And hope that Noswar can cover his crossfire. Narrate setting up though.
John just got his missiles back, was waiting for the cycle, and now they're going to hit the go button.
None of them know what artzin. He's fine where he's standing. I don't know if they're going to be ready for that spot. They see him now. It's a matter of double swinging in this artzin position, but Noswar attack for MIBR. Not quite a crossfire. Zellsis is looking away. Now though, cat's out the bag. They're going to stay. It looked like a pump fake. They thought about going over towards A, and that's still an option for them. But they got rid of Zellsis.
Oh, they've gotten some really important utility pieces out of Sentinels, now pivoting to A. This is great calling, but they have to deal with Zekken, who has just been a force on this map, determined to win it for Sen.
He's ahead of the paint shell and might try and catch this stagger timing. It's aspas down first. Cut the head off the Hydra. But there's more to be dealt with. Zekken with the dimensional drift, he just earned it. He sees it all, and he's able to get out of the sight to safety.
You should even spot. Yeah, xenom
That's
up
huge.
here on the flank.
xenom realizes he's been spotted out. He cannot control heaven. Center set up for a flood. They've got a flash. They've got a stun from John. And a full line to work with. artzin tried to get ahead of it. I like the idea, but it ends up being a trade. It's down to cortezia and xenom. The latter who's not quite back in heaven just yet. And cortezia has to stand tall. It's a great opener. The odds are even. MIBR, this round is worth so much, and cortezia doesn't let him down. He's 1 health. 1 health. And Zekken, frankly, doesn't have the time to do all of this.
They've done it.
He's out of there!
Again. Oh my god, now this is the pace they like to play out with the double duelist. I'll tell you, that rocket fired off, but it just doesn't connect.
Zekken got out, just in case there was a rocket to me. The gate crash gets him away from the fight. aspas is in there though. They know it! He gets spammed down!
Double satchels, but yeah, it is just completely nullified. Zellsis angle, force back. Spray from xenom.
He's pretty deep here up into heaven. Zekken and John expecting a push their way. They're going to be smoked off. I like this. Some stall here. xenom now left alone as there was no choice for Noswar but to get away from those salvos. And cortezia, man, has been so huge. That's got to be sniffed out though. He'll be snuffed out instead, and it's Noswar. This is Sen looking to get to 12 rounds to match point.
The mid-round has been a slow dismantling of Made in Brazil. Noswar alone, 30 seconds. Perhaps can get this 1v1 win against John. That's his only hope.
And from there, We'll have to get through 3 more Sentinels players. 3 players just as hungry for this, and John's heard everything. Nos was going to come his way, and John will bide his time. Oh my
God,
goodness!
wow, he read that.
There's hope yet. There will be a plant. Noswa gets it down, and now the pressure will start to mount.
Some weak players on Sen.
He turned the flash, 2 players up in heaven. Noswa sees 1. Narrate gets ahead of it. Eventually, Sentinels overwhelmed.
MIBR roster that has made a hell of a run, but it might just end here.
You are divided.
Not if they have something to say about it. Cosmic Divide here, thrown back towards screens, going to force Narrate to stay into the site. Up ramp they go, they avoid that aftershock, and look how deep artzin is. Refusing to get on the other side of that wall. He's just getting ahead of zekken. This surely is going to get the better of him. Surely! And it does. Are they ready for artzin? No, they are not! John with the armor, get him, but he gets caught out, and Noswa mows him down. Well, bang. I think we're done for the round, don't you?
Oh, what an insane timing from
Here
artzin.
for MIBR. And it all off the bat.
Down to a light armor as he takes that space up in a ramp. Boombot.
Gets ahead of
Glides
it.
past second. This is a sick timing.
artzin, is he checking for this? No, there's no way you're ready for that. And so, the young IGL for MIBR takes a backseat for this match point round. And Zellsis here looks to protect the B side with the Viper's Pit. What are the options for MIBR? It looks like they feel like they've got no choice to jump into the fog.
The Trailblazer got a stun. They have to locate Zellsis within the pit.
Xenom down. Bang's been out to deal with him. Aspas has to dive in. There's no other choice. Bang materializes. He appears, but Zellsis is going to be trading it out. Cortezia, the shorty, it's not enough. He pulls up and